Emily here, and today I am going to be teaching you how to play The Man by Taylor Swift. One of my favorite songs. I love the story, I love the lyrics. The strum pattern is so fun and percussive. So today I'm going to walk you through 3 different options of varying levels of difficulty for you to play The Man. Let's get into it. So the first version is great if you're a beginner. If you aren't really getting into bar chords just yet, that's totally fine. You can still play this song. So let's talk through the chords first. First up, we have an F. You can play an F with a mini bar like this. Here's version 2 of F. Or you can even play your full bar chord F. And your next chord is a G. After that, we have a C. And last but not least, we've got an A minor. So going through that one more time. F, G, C, A minor. And actually what is awesome is that just keeps repeating over and over and over. So for version 1, you could try 1 strum per chord, and there you have it. You are already playing The Man. I would be complex. I would be cool. They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to. And that just keeps on going throughout the entire song. To show you the chords for version 2, this is going to be our bar chord version. So you're going to play your bar chord F. You're going to pop up to that G. Keep that shape, you just move it up to the 3rd fret. And then you're gonna play your bar chord C, which is off of the A string. You're gonna move into that A major position and then mute that 6th string. Play that C. And last but not least, we pop up to the 5th fret, back to the E string. And this is our E minor shape. And this becomes A minor, 5th fret, minor shape. So lift off that 2nd finger. And you've got A minor. I really like how those bar chords flow into one another. They're not too far away from each other. I would be complex. I would be cool. They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to. So that is version 2. So those are your 2 options in terms of actual chords. You could also mix and match. Maybe you want to do 1 F bar chord, a bar chord G, and then maybe you just want to pop up to the C, open A minor. There are really a lot of options. For the sake of you being able to hear this strum, I'm just going to start playing it with that 2nd version, bar chords, but you're totally welcome to play it all open, and that is going to sound just as awesome. All right, so let's get into the strum pattern, and then we're also going to finish up with a 3rd version that uses the same chords, but it slightly changes with a 3rd version that if you are using bar chords, there's a slight trick that we can use in our strum that's going to make it sound even more like the song. But let's get into the strumming. So this is the strum pattern for the verses. Super cool, super percussive. So let's just talk through it. We've got down, up, down, up, down. And don't worry about that last moment just for a second. We've got down, up, down, up, down. 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 The key here is you want to think that the accent is going to be on that first beat, down, and then the up, down, up is going to be a little smaller, a little less accented. I'm really only aiming for strings 1 through 3 or 4. Down, up, and on that final down you can do another big accent. Down, up, down. Move up to your G. Down, up, down. Move to C. Down, up, down. A minor. Down, up, down. Last little bit that we have to add here is a mute. So all we're going to do is we're going to take kind of the heel of the palm, and we're actually going to place it up against those strings to actually stop the sound. So you're going to have in an F, down, up, down, stop. So it's pretty immediate that you want those strings to not actually ring out, you just want it to stop. down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So putting that together, and this is the first verse, we've got and that happens throughout the verse. I would be complex, I would be cool. They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to, and that would be okay for me to do. Every conquest I had made would make me more of a boss to you. Cool, it's so fun, I love it. You could even add, if you're playing a bar chord, a cool little slide after that A minor. Just to add a little something. So that is our intro and our verses. So let's get into this pre-chorus. We actually already know the first half of it. Here's what it's going to sound like. Super fun, super percussive. So all we are going to do is we're going to do exactly what we just did in the verses. Down, up, down, up, down. But what's really happening is we're doing 2 down, up, ups. So you have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then at the end you're just going to add down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. On a G, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And a C, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Lastly on an A minor, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So there's kind of this pulse, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Let's try it. And again, you can try this with open chords. It'll sound just as awesome. So let's try this a little bit under tempo. You have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So up to speed, it'll sound a little bit more like this. Everyone believes ya. What's that like? And in that pre-chorus on the what's that like, she kind of cuts that strum in half so that there's this really cool beat where the beat drops out. So you've got everyone believes ya. What's that like? And again, I'm just muting with my right hand. And then we're gonna get into the chorus. So luckily for us, the chorus is the exact same thing. Nice, really big, full strums, the exact same thing. I am so sick of running as fast as I can, wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. So you can carry that through the entire pre-chorus and choruses throughout the entire song. So let's finish out the format of this song with the bridge, and then we're gonna come back to just a few little stylistic tweaks that you can add to these strums to make it even cooler. All right, so last little bit here. We are going to get into some palm muting, and we're going to build this bridge up because the beat kind of drops out a little bit just to this more muted sound, and then we're going to explode into our final chorus. Whether you're doing a bar chord F or a small bar F or any open chords, you can still palm mute. So you're going to take that strumming hand and you are going to take once more the edge of that palm. I call it the blade of the palm, just this outer edge right here. And you're actually going to hover it slightly above the strings, and they are going to actually touch the strings lightly. You don't want to fully mute it to where you can't hear it at all, but you don't want it too open. You really want to just place it really in this sweet spot, and this takes a little bit of practicing to find what works best for you, but in this sweet spot right over the strings, and you're really aiming for the bass string. So for my bar chord F, that's going to be strings 4, 5, 6. And then I'm just taking my pick, bringing it down with a good amount of force. So here's what this is going to sound like. So we are palm muting over that entire bridge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What it's like to brag about. 1, 2, 3, 4, da, 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 one last little thing, if you want, you could add there is a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, down, up. Right, so it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down, down, up. Just as a little fun flair there. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Down, down, up. Again, these are just options. You always have just available to you F, open, open G, open C, A minor. So have fun making those choices if you want it to sound a little more like her acoustic version. After we get out of that A minor, it's okay that I'm mad. She brings it totally stripped back just to 1 strum per chord. I am so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. Then we're just going to have a huge explosion back on that F into the chorus with our strum that we know. You know that I'm so sick of them coming at me again. If I was a man, then I'd be the man. I'd be the man. Alright, and now to finish it out, you just did that final chorus. If I was a man, I'd be the man. You can just end on that A minor. Hold it out. There you go. So that is the format of the song. We know that we're using 4 chords. You can play them barred, you can play them open. We have our format. Final version, we're gonna call this version 3. It's everything we just did, but you are going to add just a little bit of damping. And this is actually really going to sound the best if you are playing bar chords. There's a little bit of this kind of chugging, muting sound that's happening. If you've never damped before, you're going to play your bar chord. I'm actually going to lift off my fingers. They're still there, but I'm not actually pressing down. I'm not really, there's no tension here. So they're actually just lifting up. So they're kind of muting the strings. Since they're all the strings are barred, I can actually mute them. So that is called damping. So every time I have a down strum, down, I'm actually pressing down so that we hear the sound of the chord, we hear the strings ring out. But then on the up, down, up, I'm lifting off the pressure on my left hand. So I have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So you really only press down on the down, 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 and everything else you're actually lifting off just slightly so that you get a little bit of that muted sound. So you can add in that little damping method in the verses. I would be complex, I would be cool, They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to. And you can keep it going through the pre-chorus. And then once you get into the chorus, you can take those damps away so that it's a full, really open sound. So, as I said, those damps are totally optional for you if you're playing with all bar chords. So there you go. Let's just talk through the format one last time, and then you are going to be ready to play this song. So you start out with that intro, which is our down, up, down, mute pattern. Then you get into the verse, keep that same strum going. I would be complex, I would be cool. They'd say I played the field before I found someone to commit to. And that will be okay for me to do. Every conquest I had made would make me more of a boss to you. Then you're going to get into the pre-chorus, which is our longer strum. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. Be a fearless leader, be the alpha type. Everyone believes ya. What's that like? Keep that strum going, nice and ringing out for that chorus. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. And I am so sick of them coming at me again. If I was a man, then I'd be the man. I'd be the man. I'd be the man. Oh, they'd say I hustle, put in the work. You get into verse 2. That same format happens through the end of the second chorus. And then we get into that bridge where you can do those palm mutes. What's it like to brag about raking in dollars and getting bitches and models? And it's all good if you're bad, and it's okay if you're mad. And you have the option here to add in that down, 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 up. Second half of that bridge. Flashing my dollars, I'd be a bitch, not a baller. They paint me out to be bad, so it's okay that I'm mad. Nice hold there, super dramatic. Then we just have one strum per chord there. I'm so sick of running as fast as I can. Wondering if I'd get there quicker if I was a man. Final chorus, really nice and big. You know that I'm so sick of them coming at me again. If I was a man, then I'd be the man. I'd be the man. I'd be the man. If I was a man, I'd be the man. One final strum on that A minor, and you can play around. That chorus is kind of extended. There's some echoes, there's some yas, there's some O's, so you can play around with how long or short you want it to be, but the biggest thing to end is just that I be the man. So that is it. That is how to play The Man by Taylor Swift. You have lots of options. I hope you have so much fun. Feel free to drop me a comment below if you have any questions, and I'd be glad to help you out. Have fun!